My name is Myrna, and I'm here to share my story of how the Change program helped me to be free from panic attacks and severe anxieties. Um, my story's kind of long, but to kind of, briefly share with you, I didn't know that I suffer from panic attacks or anxiety. All I knew is that I was in constantly state of fear and panicky feelings. And I suffer that I can remember, now that I know what it is. I can honestly remember my very first panic attack, and I was about 7 years old. Throughout my whole life, I went through with the panic attacks, and when I got married, I moved from San Diego, and obviously all my surroundings, my new lifestyle was all new to me, and that really triggered the panic attacks and the anxieties. But again, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. So I went to see psychologists and psychiatrists, and they gave me therapy. The doctors began to do a lot of really severe testing, trying to find out why I was feeling the way I was feeling. And it really got to the point to where they told my husband that I was crazy. There was nothing wrong with me. And so they began to put me on heavy-duty Valium. I was taking sometimes as many as 6 to 10 pills a day. So I was just a vegetable, really walking. But it got so bad that the Valium was not even strong enough to help me. So I ended up going to emergency. I was constantly calling my husband because the panic attacks would hit me, and he would have to rush home. At one time, by the time he got home, the ambulance was already at the house. And so as a result of that, my mother asked me to come to Tijuana and to seek medical help, which I did. And I was I saw a doctor, and he sent for more testing. And I remember that I met with the doctor because he wants to give me the results of the test. And he told me, he said, "Oh, I have all the answers for you. This and this and this is wrong with you." And I was really excited. I really got really happy. I thought, "Oh, okay, I got the answer here." So he gave me all kinds of medication. So I went home, and by the same night, I went into the hospital. And I was in the hospital in Tijuana for about 10 days. My arms were black and blue from all the shots and medicines. And after the 10 days, when I left the hospital, I thought, okay, well, now I'm cured. And to my disappointment, I think it was about 2 days, I was home with my mother, and my mother left. And then the panic attack hit me. And I remember running out to the door, and I remember looking at the sky and I saying, "God, please help me." And I was just devastated. Being with my mother, of course, she was just devastated, trying to find the help for me, and she even took me to meet a guy there, do hypnosis and things like that. I went through the witchcraft situation, where they're going to help you with all the cleaning and all that stuff, evil spirits, and so, nothing really changed with that. So I went back home, and by then, my husband, finally we ended up moving to Tijuana for a while. And then I was functioning, but I was not free from that. I was not free. And so it was around my daughter, one of my daughters, she was in the 6th grade. She was having a lot of problems in school. So the counselor asked me to take her for therapy. So I did, and the therapist told me that she felt that my daughter could benefit from Dr. Poland, from the Change program. And so I went ahead and scheduled the appointment with Dr. Poland. He began to share, about the anxiety and panic attacks. And as Dr. Poland was speaking, I could identify myself with everything. And so, he gave me a tape, and when I went home, I remember sitting down and thinking, oh dear God, this is me. This is me.